Hey guys, Andrew Twelfter here on our 8:30 p.m. Melbourne time Australia call. We've done the opportunity call, we've answered all the new people questions, and I've been running a few numbers around on a spreadsheet because I get asked all the time, how can they justify a 1 cent per token thing? It's millions of dollars. So I thought, right, let's have a look at what it really is. Okay, so there are 80 billion tokens total ever, like Bitcoin's only ever got 21 million. All right, so 30 billion of those are going to be released in the pre-launch stage, which we are in. So what we're doing is we're looking at, once the pre-launch stage is finished in October, we're going to assume that they've released all 30 billion. Now, if they haven't, they will be run and used for promotions and so forth to also increase demand. They won't keep them, they won't burn them. All right, they'll be utilised and given away or sold or something, okay, to generate more turnover. There is 10 billion that are going to be kept for liquidity, and there are 40 billion that are going to be released publicly. Now, whether they go on exchanges or they're given to ATMs to sell at a certain price, or they're given to financial advisors to sell to their databases. All right, there's going to be a number of different ways we can market this moving into the future. So if you work out 40 billion tokens over 2 years, all right, 24 months, that it means that we are going to be releasing 1.666666667, all right, tokens per month. Okay, now what we all are looking for is the 1 cent per month loyalty bonus. Who would be stoked if and when, well, when we get to that? It's not if, it's when. All right, a few people. So at the end of month 1, we are going to have 30 billion plus 1.6666 billion total, all right, tokens in the marketplace, because we've just released that many tokens. All right, they will gently release them in parcels. They won't just dump that at a certain price. They'll release a few here, a few there, and average out the price. All right, so let's work out 10% of the incoming funds, or hang on, to get 1 cent per token. At the end of that month, you've got 31 billion tokens. So 1 cent, all right, that means that we're going to need $316.666 million to be able to pay this many token holders 1 cent each. It's simple mathematics, that one, isn't it? Now, the turnover we need is, to get that number, that is 10% of the turnover. So you need to turn 10 times this amount in turnover to get your 10%, all right? So if we turn over 3,166,000, that 10% of that will be 316 million, which allows a 1 cent per token loyalty bonus. Have I still got everybody? A little nod or a thumbs up, all right? So this is how much money we need to turn over in new token sales. Sounds like a lot, and it is, all right? This is why we need to increase demand. This is why we're saying it, all right? And we are on an exponential growth right now. If we keep that going and really push hard for 2 months, this is an absolute possibility, or at least close to it. And if we hit it a month or two later, who's going to really be disappointed? Not really, are we? All right, because at that point, you've cemented the price. All right, so what have we got in this one? That's how many tokens got released in month 1. All right, if we release all of them, we might not release that many. So what do we need per token that's released to turn over that much money? All right, all we need is an average price over that many sales of $1.90 per token. Not that big, is it? Right? Considering at launch we'll probably get 10 to 30 cents. Right? Now here's the thing. We are right now building the numbers within their crypto unit program, and everything that we teach says hang on to the tokens you've got. Put some money to one side, and even if you buy one token every now and again at the market price, if we've got enough of us doing that, we are going to drive the price up. Right? Until we start hitting $1.90. All right? But we have a goal of pushing it through that up to $10. Now, if we only need $1.90, all right, what if we push the price to 10 bucks? Oops, I need to change that. What if we push the price up to $10? How many tokens would we need to sell at $10 to get this amount of turnover? All right. We would only have to sell 316 million of them, not 1.6 billion, because we're getting 5 times as much. We only have to sell 5 times less tokens to get to the average or the turnover required. All right. Now, out of that, if we do turn over that, all right, what's 65%, which is 0.65, all right? That turnover times 0.65, all right, is, oh, did I not do it? Hang on. Equals that times, where's the tokens released? Where'd it go? Oh, hang on. I've messed up the formulas.
Yeah, you hit the wrong box.
All right, Control Z. All right, that we got it right. That, so that times the turnover, that would put $2 billion into our portfolio. Would that make it sound a bit healthier? Would that help cement the price? It would, wouldn't it? Now, what if month 2 we did the same again, but we started at, you know, $8, $10 and pushed it up to 15? All right. So what if we got $15 per token? You'd only have to sell 200 million of them to get to the 1 cent. By then, the word's out. All right. You've got institutional investors. You've got mums and dads buying these tokens because they produce an ongoing income. You got financial advisors selling it because they get a commission. All right. We are increasing demand all the way. So we get to that 200 million a lot quicker. In fact, if we get $15, all right, if we got $15 times the number of tokens released, there's a lot of money coming into the portfolio. That's $25 billion, right? What if we start doing those numbers within 3, 4, 5 months of when we release? Our portfolio all of a sudden goes from 100, 200, 300 million into 40, 50, 60 billion dollars. It becomes a big player in the marketplace then, doesn't it? Guess what the dividends are going to start doing? Right? Even if we earn 1% on $25 billion, all right, times 0.01, equals that times 0.01. So 1% of 25 billion is 250 million. All right. How much did we need for a 1 cent loyalty bonus? We needed 316, didn't we? Dividends alone, never alone the loyalty bonuses, are nearly up to the 1 cent per token. All right. A couple of months into that, what if that got to 50? All right, we'll just go times 2. Then you're way over the 1 cent per, and this is only 1% profit. We are getting a hell of a lot more than that. All right? They are saying they're going to share anywhere between 5 and 35% profit. What if we shared 5%? out of the profits out of the 500 billion. That's $2.5 billion. How much do we need per month to get 1 cent token? 316. Or it might be slightly more if you're a couple of months in, all right, because you're going to release more. But at that point, 5, 6, 7 cents per token is not out of the realms of possibility. The whole thing hinges on, guys, is a good start. If we can get this off to a good start, we are all way yonder wealthy. Way yonder. All right. Some of these numbers are too big for people to comprehend, myself included. But once you run the numbers and you extrapolate it out, all right, every month we're kind of releasing these. And as time goes by, the portfolio is going to increase in size just from the incoming funds alone, never alone the growth. It's only going to take 1 or 2 months, all right, at the $10 or $15 a month for that portfolio to get into, you know, $50, $100 billion range. When it gets to that, it just takes on a life of its own because the base price is going to be 20 something dollars. You release $1 billion, that's $20 billion coming in. It's just going to self-feed itself for 2 years. Never alone the growth. We are going to, now this is what Aman said the other day. We're going to need groups of people in all the different countries identifying investment opportunities and doing some pre-due diligence on them, all right, to see whether they're going to even fit the criteria to become part of our portfolio. All right, they're going to have to keep their wits about them to keep up with the money coming in to be able to invest it effectively. Now, every investment has got to meet the criteria, obviously, because we are going to cherry pick the best of them. We can buy corporations, all right, with that kind of money. So who's pretty excited about that? Absolutely, guys. So now this portfolio, we've got a team of people looking after it. This rank up competition we're running between now and October is designed to put more people around that. All right, and we're educating more people, we're lifting people up so that no matter what happens, there will be people to carry this forward into the future. All right. That's the key, is to have a system and a board of people protecting the system so that we can continue on. Now, investment portfolios, this is what happens, like the Trumps and people like that, they build dynasties out of investment portfolios if they invest correctly, which we teach investing. So we're not going to go against our own rules. We are going to diversify into everything, all right, so that this carries on. On that, all right, we might just stop the recording there for that one. I'll make a video out of that.